Hello everybody and welcome back to Dana's Coloring Obsession. I hope you guys are all doing well. It is that time. We are going to be doing the kitty cat and the magic spell books with the candles in our, Seasons, Hannah Carlson's Seasons. This is our full book color along with the whole community. This is our 5th page, I think, pretty sure. I went ahead and masked off with my drawing gum and a silicone brush just around the edges and everything because we're going to be working with oil pastels. It's going to get messy. That's why all the tape and everything is round. I already taped everything off. I have a handy dandy paper towel, which I will need. I have the Languo gallery set. Let me show you. This is the 72 set of Artist's Extra Soft Oil Pastels by Languo. And I'll show it to you. I showed this in the haul when I got it a while back, long time ago. Oops, sorry, actually, but there's what they look like. There's holes, there's stuff missing because those are the colors we're going to be using. Or at least some of them. I think black and white I might avoid, but we'll see. Anyways, so that's the set we're using. And there's going to be a glare, but that is the swatch of all the colors I have, just in case you're interested. That's all 72 of them. And so, yeah, I've got the colors we'll be using around the glow of the candles is going to be golden yellow and orangish yellow, and I have white just in case we need it, and I have black here just in case I need it for the darker areas, but I don't know that I'm going to do that. I just have them out just in case. And then for the rest of the background is going to be in purples. And the dark one that's going to be down here underneath the books and by the crystals is going to be violet. And then I have the next lighter color will be lilac. And then our lightest purple color is going to be the light purple violet. Okay. And I'm going to be using my finger, I've decided. So I'm going to try, it's going to be shaking the camera. So I'll show you, we'll talk about the area that I'm going to be covering with the pen. Well, you'll see because I'm going to draw it on. How we're going to apply it is I'm going to scribble on the pigment, and then I'll be using my finger to rub it in around the area and then blend the colors together as we go. Actually, we're going to probably start lighter to darkest, so we'll probably start around the candles with the yellows. And I need to be careful when I'm mixing with the lightest purple that we don't mix too hard, because we could end up with some strange colors and things, but I don't know. I'm not, okay, so let me let me throw out a disclaimer here. This is like the 2nd page I've ever done with oil pastels. I've practiced a little bit on practice pages that have not gone well, and I have one other page that I've done an oil pastel background on that was okay, that I liked. So take what I do with a grain of salt. This is just how I'm doing it, and you do your page how you want to do it. We're just coloring together, but you can follow me if you want to, but you might want to watch a little bit and see how it goes before you decide to follow along. It's up to you. I always want to throw that disclaimer out. I am not an artist. I am not a professional at any of this stuff. This is just me having fun and sharing it with you. So that out of the way, I'm going to zoom in just a smidge because we're kind of far out here, and then we're going to get started laying down some color. Okay, here we go. So let's start with, how would I want to do this? Okay, I'm gonna start with the orangish yellow, which is the lighter, oops, sorry, my glasses hit the mic. The lightest of the yellows I've got, and I'm just, oh, I'm nervous, you guys. I don't want to ruin this page. I'm pretty happy with all the pages we've done so far, the 4 that we've done, so I'm like nervous that I'm gonna screw this up, but here we go. And I'm gonna put quite a bit of pigment down because I am using my finger and I want to be able to spread it easily, so I'm gonna be using lots. Oh, and the camera's going to shake a little bit. I'm going to try not to do that, but we'll see. And remember, with the drawing or masking fluid, the drawing gum or masking fluid, try not to rub real hard on it because you can bring it up and then you'll be, you know, it'll be not good. Then I'm going to take the golden yellow and overlap it a little bit and just put a little bit on the outside of it so that I can mix them together, and on the inside. Okay. Do the same over here. And then the golden. This goes so scary. Now I'm breaking this down a little bit, and my hopes is that it's going to be easier for me to blend sections and not like have it all on the page all at once and then figure out what I'm doing, just because I'm so not versed in this. So I'm going to start and show you a little bit of the smooching out of the oil pastel, and then I'm going to skip forward because I'm sure you guys are not going to like the constant shaking of the stinking camera, and that can't be helped because unfortunately my camera is attached to the table that I'm using, so that's why it shakes so much, and I apologize, but that's just how my setup has to be. So yeah, here we go. Hold on to the page so I don't bend it anyway, and do small circular motions here. I might add a little white if it ends up being too orange for me. But I'm also going to fade it outward so that's lighter where the purple's going to be. And I'm just doing it slowly, trying not to pull up that drawing gum. Now that's not really the flame, is it? That's the smoke, but that's okay. It's all right. It'll look fine. Sorry if I'm moving the camera. I'll try to get close to the candle here. Okay, so I'm gonna do that over here. Okay, so here's that. And now I'm gonna wipe off my finger. A little bit, okay. And I'm gonna take our lightest color here, which is the light purple violet, and I'm gonna go around the outside of the glow here and a little bit next to the kitty cat. So let's do that. And then I'm gonna start blending, and I'm gonna start blending it in. I might need to put more, but yeah. Just putting more pigment down, you guys. Not making the area bigger, just putting more pigment down. Sorry for the shaking. Now I might put some white between the candlelight and the purple. Because I don't really like the line there. I want it to be more blendable. Put some white with a little more light purple. What was it? Light purple violet. Okay, that looks a little muddled. Well, it is what it is. I'll do this side now. Okay, and now I'm going to be bringing in the middle tone, which is the lilac. And maybe I can, I don't know. Maybe I can go over this lighter purple again and get some of that glow off. Okay. You know what? I'm gonna just put the dark violet down here too. And we'll do that last. I am going over some of the little bits and bobs down on the bottom because I've decided to do that. I don't know if I will re-add them with like a gold pen or something, a super golden marker, something. We'll see when we get there. But I didn't. You guys can mask off what you want to. Okay. be adding more pigment. I can already tell. Okay, I am going in and adding more pigment in places. This is just not gonna go like I wanted it to. This is what I was worried about, because I don't really know what I'm doing, and I need to go read up on some color theory too. I think that would help me. You guys are probably screaming at me, and I'm sorry if I'm mixing colors I shouldn't, by you know. But I don't know if you have any tips for what I'm doing here. Let me know. No. Hopefully once it gets colored, this will look okay. Well, let's take off the masking fluid, I suppose. Well, I'm back, and I have some disappointing things that happened here. I have some paper tearing from my drawing gum here and here. I think I can use one of my micron pens and redraw some of the lines in there, but it's going to be hard to color on top of. Yay. But I am going to be going over this with some Peebo Studio acrylic gel matte with a paintbrush. So I'm going to do that real quick and let that dry, and that's just to fix the oil pastel so it doesn't transfer anymore anywhere. So I will be right back. Okay, I went ahead and let it dry. I did go over with a thin layer of this to fix the oil pastel so we can't, that's from the smooching. It looks really messy right now, but I think honestly once I get it colored and we're gonna do flecks of like gold and things, I bet you it, and we take all this ugly tape off and everything, and I think it's not gonna be as beautiful as I was hoping, but it is gonna be okay. I think we can salvage it. I'm really bummed about the ripping of the paper, however. Look at that. And those spots, I don't know how well I'm gonna be able to save. So another thing with it's not just this, I think it's just with any masking tape or drawing gum, when you're taking it off, first of all, don't let it sit for days or your page is going to be ruined. You can't, you know, you have to take it off within a little while after you're you know, the longer you let it sit, the more likely it is to ruin your page. But if you, when you're pulling it up, you get it started with either an adhesive eraser or your finger, whatever you decide to do. You pull it up and then you make sure you're trying to pull it across the page horizontally, slowly, as you go. I found that after it tore like that, what I did, and it was a lot better on the paper. So that's another tip for those kinds of things. I in the future am just, unless I really have to, I'm going to try avoiding using this stuff because of the possibility of getting the page ripped, so you don't want to do that. So, okay, so it does look a mess, but like I said, I hope that it will be all right. So I've taken off the tape from around the edges and stuff because it's been on there for a while and I was worried that it was gonna hurt the pages, but we're good. So I went and did a collage of magical dust and stuff, ways that I want to possibly add around the cat and everywhere, with white Posca or maybe some gold and silver as well. Not sure exactly how I'm going to do that yet, but we'll decide that in a little while when we get to it. Right now we're going to I'm going to rip the band-aid off, guys. We're going to start the cat and finish the cat. I've got a couple pictures here of how I kind of want him to be. There's some shading there, and I think I can do that with, especially since we're using Prismas, with especially with the Prisma white at the end. You know, I can use that around the edges of his little legs and stuff. But I have some grays and the black and stuff with me, but I also like him, and he's a little more simple. Sorry, it looks kind of fuzzy on the TV, on the screen. I know this is just printed off my printer from Pinterest. But this one's a lot more simple. Just the outlines of the kitty, and the reason why I was pulling from Pinterest for some help with the shading is because black cats can be tricky, especially if you don't know what you're doing, right? I did a black cat this month, and if you follow me on Pinterest, you may have already seen it, out of Spooky Coloring Adventures of Witch Cat by Sarah Shevchik. And I did this one. Now it's super, sorry for the pencil glare there. I might just do something like this and try to make it a little bit cooler, if I can. In that I'm not a fur person, guys. I just so you can do fur on your kitty. You like him just how you love him, and I'm gonna do the best I can just to make my cat look cute if I can. So yeah, just got some of the stuff off of Pinterest, and this kitty is from the colorist. Sorry for that weird cut. I had to go look. Olivier's Colors. And I will put that in the description below, on Instagram, but also she is on Pinterest, her page is. But that's what she did to her kitty, like I showed you earlier. So we'll see how this goes. But for the kitty today, I will be using Prisma Black, PC 935, 90% Cool Gray, 1067, 70% Cool Gray, 1065, and possibly 50% gray, Cool Gray, sorry, 1063. And let me sharpen those really quickly. Okay, first and foremost, I'm going to take my lightest gray, which is the 50% Cool Gray, and I'm going to go around the edges where two blacks will meet so that we can see the limbs lightly, just so I can mark it out here. Oops, I guess I need to be showing you what I'm doing, huh? Just lightly going between his back haunch there and his other leg, with the light color so that when we're shading, we know that this part needs to be light so that we can see his legs and that his underbelly is not just all black, so that we can see his other limbs, right? Same with right here by the tail. And I don't know how well you can see that on screen. I'm just kind of doing a very, very light squid, shading of right next to the lines that Hannah drew. And I always map out my areas first with a lot of different things, you guys know. Okay, bring that out a little bit. That's where the tear is. I don't know if you guys can see that, so I'm gonna be, this part right here might look a little funny when I'm coloring. I'll try not to let it, but anyway. Okay, so we need some light here. And I want some light under this, is where his little head kind of connects to his neck, under his chin a little bit. So we want some lightness here. And also here on his little jaw, or his little chin, I guess. I don't know. And I do want it lighter here. Okay friends, sorry, I had to cut a whole bunch out because I was muted and I didn't know I was, and I am so sorry. But sorry that you can't see the wax bloom. Okay, so I had to just full on color him in because of the masking tape fiasco that I had and the tearing here, but there was a whole bunch of patchiness here when I was trying to blend with the grays. Anyways, so I had to do what I've done here, and then I take a white Prisma, and on his back legs and on the bottom of his other legs and around his tail and up his back, I used it just to flick towards the way the fur is going that Hannah has drawn in. And then I put a little bit of white, not a lot, just a little bit of white underneath his eyes. And that's all I did with it, because I hope you guys just do what you want with your cat. I'm sorry, this was one of those pages where everything has been going wrong. I hope the rest of it's okay, but my apologies. It is what it is. I've learned from the experience, so I mean, that's all we can do, right? So anyways, now we will go ahead and do the inside of his ears. And I am going to be using Light Peach PC 927, sorry, and Peach 939. And I'm going to do under here with the Peach. Like so on the bottom of his ear, inner ear here. And then I'm going to take the Light Peach and go over that a little bit, and then I'll go all the way up. Like so. And then I'm going to take the Peach and do the bottom of his nose up to the point there, and then on the both sides of that I'm going to use the light peach to fill it in. And of course blend. Okay, now I'm going to take my white Posca and give him back his whiskers. Here, that wax bloom is just terrible with that light. That light is too bright. Maybe I'm... There you go. Okay. Okay, so we have lots of elements on the page still to do. We have his acorn hat, the bottles on his little string, the crystals down here, the 2 books, the 2 candles, and the candle burning portion. His eyes we still have to do, but the background is bugging the crap out of me, so I want to finish it. And like I said before, I'm looking at this, I want to do something magical, you know, twinklings, fairy dust, if you will. So I'm going to be looking at this and seeing what I want to do here. And then I'm going to make sporadic stuff with my Posca. And hope that goes well. Okay, and I'm gonna do something like that around his head and back around over here. Guys, so I fixed the background a little bit. I did put super golden marker, this color, on the stars and the little circle thing around the candles, and so that helps a little bit. I don't know, I probably went too far with it, but so let's see. I didn't put any of the little dots and stuff down here. I thought that might be a little much, but we are gonna go ahead and continue. All right, so I am gonna zoom us in to one of the candles here, and we're gonna get started on that. All right, I have stubbies, guys, sorry. But they're my greens. We're gonna do the candles green, like bright Halloween green, you know. Candles green, the crystals are gonna be green, the potion bottles are gonna be green, his or her eyes are gonna be green, and that's it for green, the green combination that I have. But the lightest color is the chartreuse, which is $9.89, PC $9.89. Then this is, I believe, spring green. I'm not quite sure, but it's PC 94. Oh god, it's rubbed off. 943, I think. This one is grass green, I believe, 909, PC 909, and then this is dark green, I believe. I'm not sure. 907. So go by the numbers that I'm giving you, not the names, because I'm not quite sure, because all of them are gone on these stubs. I get the most out of my pencils that I possibly can. So yeah, let's start like always with the darkest color here. Let me move some things. I've got too much on in my area here. Gotta have some elbow room, man. Okay. So here, all I'm gonna do is find my shadow places with my darkest green. Where I think it's gonna overlap, where the melty spots go. .909. And my littlest stub, which is 913, or not, oh, it's 913, you guys. I am mistaken, not 943, 913. And I think this is grass green. It's spring green for sure. Spring green. Okay, and then last is the chartreuse, which is PC 989. Boy, I really did a number on my page with that masking fluid. I think what happened was I did not allow it to dry fully, and then we went to town because I was worried about it staying on the page too long, and I don't think it was dry enough before I started pulling it up off the page. Like I didn't wait long enough, because I let it dry and not, until it was tacky, like immediately started coloring with you guys, because I don't want to ruin anything in this book for us, you know what I mean? Because, this is our full book color on. I would be really sad if I ruined a page, And I think it was just not dry, because like I had said, when it was happening, when the paper was ripping, I had said that I used it in here before, in the books before, and it was fine. And so I think it was user error for sure, not the drawing gum or the paper's fault. Okay. I have no idea where my foofy brush is to brush the paper or pencil dust off my pages. It has like grown legs and walked away. Okay, I'm gonna blend a little bit more with the chartreuse on the darker areas here because they're really dark. Just make it look a little smoother. There we go, that looks better. Sorry if the camera is shaking. Okay, so I am done there, and that is what exactly I'm going to do on the other side with this candle. I've decided that our wicks were going to be the super golden marker that I used on the stars and around the circle thing here. This gold. There's 3 golds in this set, so I wish it had a number or a different name of gold on it, but it just does not. So it's this color, the brighter, more yellow gold in the set. Okay, now I'm gonna zoom into these crystals here, and I'm gonna do probably like 2 of them with you. This one laying down, and then one of these sprouting upward, so that they're different shapes. To show you how I do the crystals, if you want to follow along or do your own thing, whatever you want to do. But I'm going to zoom in, we'll do that, and then I'll finish the rest of the crystals off and we'll move on. Okay, same color combination as the candles. Also, you guys, please, I know I've already disclaimed this, but I really want you to know that this page has been very trying for me, and I know that you know that, but this blending on things where the masking fluid was, my mishap with my masking fluid really affected how things look now. I'm just letting you know that I can do a better job, so I just don't want this color along to turn you off from my channel or anything. The oil pastels I will be doing better with. If you didn't actually, that's a good idea to tell you guys. If you didn't catch my last Monday mashup, I figured out my way of doing the oil pastel blending. Well, first and foremost, I should have, instead of just the light purple, I needed a pink in there to transition better, and that's my fault. I've been watching some color theory stuff, and I purchased a book that you guys will see in the next Monday mashup to help me, because I mean, I had my color theory knowledge is basically, you know, kindergarten when we learned primary, secondary, like tertiary. I get that, but that's like as far as it goes. So I'm learning more, and so I will get better with that. Sorry, tangent. Anyways, I will be starting to use Gamsol with my oil pastels. I checked it out, I tried it, and oh my gosh, it worked wonderfully. So I'm gonna try it on screen with you guys next month on a background in the new Goblin, I say new, her newest book, Denise Collette's newest book, the Goblin book. We're going to do a background with this. Anyways, I just want you to take some of this blending with a grain of salt because of the state of the page. And I know you can't see it, but it's there. And I lifted some of like the very first layer of some of the paper off of the candles and some of the, anyway, please don't judge me too harshly on some of this is what I'm trying to say. Okay, so I have my greens, my tiny stubbles, and they are the same ones that we used on the candles. And we're gonna do this big laying down crystal right here. I'm gonna take my darkest color, which is PC 907, and I kind of just start in a corner, usually one of the corners. Oh, I need my eyeballs. Okay, and then kind of do random corners and things. Maybe go up a side like so. Just do random things, basically. Okay, and then the next color, I need to sharpen these. Sorry, guys. And I'm being super random. Okay. Next color is the spring green. And then the chartreuse. Okay. And now we go in. I'm gonna go in with my Languo Gel pen that's the neon green instead of white and see how that goes. It's the neon set. It's called, oh dear. Well, it's in the Master Edition set, and the number on the pen is DB183 is what I'm going to try using. Let me write on a piece of scratch paper to make sure the flow is good. There we go. And then I'm just going to follow all the lines. And it does dry, I've found it does dry brighter than it does when it's being applied when it's wet. it dries lighter. What did I say? I don't ever know. And it would help if I could draw a straight line. Sometimes you get wax on the tip of it, so I every once in a while will draw on a scratch piece of paper to clean off the tip of the pen. Little tip there for you. Okay. Focus, camera. Focus, darling. There. And so that's going to be our crystals. I'll do one of the ones standing up like I said I would before I go and finish all the crystals off for us. So darkest color, which is the 907, PC 907. Again, totally random. This is that spring green. Sorry if I'm shaking the camera. Trying not to. Kind of hit the, I'm going to redo this little line here. There we go. Usually I wouldn't do the gel pen until the end, but I want to show you guys these two crystals, and so I want to finish them for you. Okay, so those are our two crystals, and I will go off and finish the rest of the crystals. All those crystals are done. And now we're gonna go to the bottles. So let me Okay, we're going to use the same greens, but it's a little different because it's not crystals, it's a bottle, right? So I'm going to take my darkest color in the greens, 907. And I'm going to color in the bottom here. Of both of my little flask things. I don't even know what you call them, little bottles. Okay, and then the next color, 909. Next color, spring green, 913. Sorry if the camera's shaking. And the chartreuse 989. Okay, I'm gonna blend a little easier here in this few spots. Okay. Now I'm going to take the Languo pen and make some little dots. In our liquid in here. Just kind of all over in the darker areas, going up to the middle there. Okay, and then I'm going to use my white Posca. Shake it up. and outline the bottle. There's our bottles. All right, so now let's do the kitty's eyes. We're going to stick with the same pencils until we use them up. Not use them up, but use, do all the green spots and things. So I've got it all zoomed in, so we're just going to move it to our eyeballs. Now I know there's a cork in the bottles and that string and everything, but we'll do that when we pull our browns for the acorn, because we're going to use the same colors for the little leather string and the little corks in the bottles and like I said. All right, so darkest green. Actually, first I'm gonna take my black Posca. Nope, I'm gonna take my black Jelly Roll Glaze. Now, if you don't have this, you can just do black, or you can do clear over black pencil, or black Posca, anything you want to use. I still have some glaze pins, so I'm going to use it so that it's shiny. So yeah, let me blow on these bottles, make sure they are dry a little bit before I go towards the eyes. I'll cut this part out. I just don't want to smear anything. Okay, kitty cat eyes. So black glaze. Let me make sure there's nothing yucky on the tip of my pen, because sometimes it dries on these little gunk droplets and I don't want to put that on my page. So here we go. I'm going to draw a little bit over this because I want it to go the same kind of shape, but clear from the bottom to the top, if that makes sense. So I'm going to follow but continue on a little further, if that makes sense, and not round it off. Okay, like so. Oops. This one needs to match that one a little more. Oh dear. Okay, I'm gonna stop because if I keep going, it'll end up being terrible. I'm gonna let that dry a second. Okay, while we're letting the eyes dry, which black glaze does dry pretty fast, but I want to real quick go back to the candles because they're bugging me. Oh shoot, I think I just got Posca all over. I did. I got Posca all over the front of the book. Oh, for heaven's sake. Hold, please. Oh, comedy of errors, this one. Me being me. Okay. So, I want to see if this, okay, I think I'm gonna do it. You can do this or you don't have to. Sorry for the barking dog. This is DB182 in the Master Edition set of the Languo Gel pens, and I'm gonna go over the entire candle with it, and I think that will help, hopefully, the blending situation. It'll detract from it a little bit. So basically just following the lines here. I'll show you a little bit and then I'll cut to the next thing. See, just following the lines. Okay, friends, it did make it look a little bit better, if you can see. So I will go off and do the other candle in a minute, but right now we can go ahead and do the eyes. First, shut the gel pen. Okay, and again we have the same colors here, but I don't know that I'm going to use all of them, so let me see here. Okay, so we're going to go darkest to lightest in the eyeballs, so I am going to use a tiny bit of 907 around the pupil. Just a tiny bit. Like that. And then the next color, so I am going to be using 909. I think that's grass green. using my little stub, which is 913, PC 913 spring grain. Let me go sharpen it. Okay. And then I'm just gonna go over all of it with this. There's our eyes. Awesome. Okay, our green is done. Now, let me put those aside so I can not have pencils everywhere. All right, so we are going to now move on to the book that the kitty's sitting on, the top book. And I am going to take 3 colors, the darkest being, oh Lord, 1009, I think it's Dahlia Purple. Then I have Mulberry 995, and then Processed Red 994. And I'm going to use the darkest color under the kitty cat. Now I'm gonna go light at first. I'm not pushing down hard or anything. Still have to outline this candle to make it look like this. Oh, come on. Focus, camera. Focus, please. Why are we having a hard time today? Haha. Okay, we're gonna go around the kitty. I'm just doing small circular motions. Again, right now I'm mapping out what I'm gonna be, where the colors are gonna be. Where what colors are gonna be, you know. Under the candle. My blending might not be the greatest on part of the book as well, you guys. Just FYI. Because of the masking fluid fiasco. Oh my gosh. Oh, Dana. Okay. Under the crystals. Under the kitty's paws. Probably this whole side of this book, the edge of the outside of the book. Color in some of this because it's the same color. All these little white spots, except that's darker. I'll have to figure that out. Okay. Okay. All right, and then I'm gonna grab mulberry. Actually, let me take dahlia again, right here. Okay. Now these will blend a lot better once they're darker and the colors are truer. So don't worry, it doesn't look like it's going to blend too well right now, but it will, I promise. Okay, so let's bring this out. See, oh, my blending is going to be so hard here. Oh, okay, and then the processed red. Is going to be there. Okay, so okay, so I have the dahlia. Boy, I need better glasses, you guys. It's time for me to go to the eye doctor, I think. Because I want to put my head right next to the book, but I can't because my noggin would be in the way of the camera. But I can't really see this very well. Oh yeah, see, it's gonna be patchy because of that darn masking fluid incident. Sad face. This whole thing is just going to be dark because it's the side, and I've decided. Sorry if my hand gets in the way at all. I'm trying not to. Ugh. I don't know if you can hear that, the scratchiness on it. It's the paper because of the, gosh. Ah. All right, I gotta grab mulberry again. That spot right there is just not gonna have any color on it. It's fine, whatever. Okay, that book is, well, the outside of that book is done. Now let's, do I want to use super golden markers on these, or do I want to use pencil for the gold clasps on the books? Okay, I am going to use my super golden markers. Here's the purple one. I'm going to use it for the star. The 2 little dots, or 3, I'm sorry. And the inside of this. Then I'm going to use the copper gold. There's the color. It's a bit juicy. I just opened it because I bought another replacement pack because I had several of them running out because I use these quite a bit actually in my pages. Actually really juicy. Having some issues. Boy, I swear this page is cursed. It's cursed, I tell you. We all have them though, don't we? Some page that just things just keep happening that you didn't want to happen. Okay. Learning experiences, right? We learned from our mishaps. Try not to repeat. Okay. Alrighty, let that dry, and we are gonna go. We might as well stay down here and finish this book. Yeah? Okay. I have Light and Dark Umber. 947 and 941. And we are going to do the book with in these colors, but I also let's get the acorn and the leather string done here. I'm going to use the darkest color, which is the dark umber. And then the light umber. Okay, and then this part, dark umber. light. Okay, and then we're gonna go up to the acorn, and I'm gonna use the dark umber. Back and forth here. Okay, and then dark umber just under the lip of each little thing. I have no idea what they're called. On the little cap. Okay. Okay, for the leaves, we're going to use Poppy Red. I don't know the number, I'm so sorry. Cadmium Orange Hue, 118. Yellowed Orange, 1002. And Sunburst Yellow, 917. And I'm gonna go in along the edge here. Hopefully we can cover up what the eraser didn't get off. I think I can. And then the next color, which is Cadmium Orange. Right, yes, okay. Then the yellowed orange. And then the Sunburst Yellow. Oh, that's that scares me every time. Sorry if I blew on the mic there for a second. Okay, and we'll use the Sunburst for the middle. Okay, And that will tie into our flames because we're going to use these for colors on our flames. So let's do that now. Sorry. We're going to go on the leaves with this yellow gel pen. It's WH174 in the Master Edition of the Languo Gel pens. Okay, like that. All right, now we'll do one of the flames and then I'll do the other one on my own real quick. And I'll finish off the candle while I do that too. And then we'll do the book and then we're gonna be done. So excited. Okay, the flame. We're gonna start with the poppy red. And it's gonna come down here. Just a little bit. I'm pushing light, guys. This is the cadmium orange hue. Then the yellowed orange. Followed up by the sunburst yellow. Okay, and then we're gonna go with the cadmium orange hue here. Then the yellowed orange. Through here. Very light. I'm just mapping it out, guys. And then the sunburst all the way up. And around. Okay? So let's begin here. Whoops, as I hit the mic, sorry. Again, this is the poppy red, cadmium orange hue, then the yellowed orange, oh, the blending because of the stinking, I'm sorry, I'll stop complaining. And then the sunburst. Cadmium. Then the yellowed orange. Okay, and then we're gonna take this orange WH175 from the Languo Master Edition, and the inner side of the flame will be done. Okay, I'm gonna let that dry and I'll probably go back over it again. But the outside part of the flame will be the same yellow I used on the leaves, which was the WH174. Alright friends, the last thing that we're doing is this book. And I have got dark and light umber, really simple. So yeah, let's go. All right. Last thing is I'm going to try this black grape 996 to see if I can go over. Yeah. Some of this white that's around the edges of the book from the masking fluid and the rips in the paper. And oh, I have to do these clasps too. But this color seems to go good with the darker oil pastel, which is good. Okay. Now, for these clasps, I am going to use, and then the forest green. There's two greens in the set, a light green and a dark green, using the dark green. Okay, friends, well, it's done. Boy, that was a labor of love. Lots of things happened that were not in the cards that I had planned, but I mean, it's all right. I did put a little bit of white Posca dots on the eyes of the cat, just so you guys know. I don't know if I got that in the video or not. But thank you for following along if you did. Or just coloring with me, whatever the case may be. Next page will be... Okay, guys. I think we're going to do this one for November. Okay? So, yay! Finished page. Woo! Thank you for following along if you did, or just hanging out with me if that was what you chose to do. I love it. Have a great rest of your day, and I will see you in the next video.